Welcome to the grand finale of Music Rituals for Mental Wellness, Date Nights with Healing Tunes, the series that turns songs into healing rituals and date nights into love stories. Tonight, we're not just wrapping up an episode, we're creating the soundtrack of forever. If you've journeyed with us so far, this is the moment it all comes together. And if you're new here, trust me, you picked the perfect night to hit play. On Wisdom Way TV, where love, healing, and music come together. Episode 8, Finale. Rituals that last, creating your forever soundtrack. Words of wisdom. Forget complicated meditations. Sometimes the softest melody can heal a relationship. Every love story has a rhythm. It's in the way you laugh together, the way you fight and make up, the way you hold hands in silence. But here's the beautiful truth. When you intentionally weave music into your relationship, you're not just filling the silence. You're writing an invisible diary, a soundtrack that can outlast the hardest storms and the sweetest moments alike. Think about it. Words fade, flowers wilt, and gifts get tucked away in boxes. But a song lingers. It doesn't just stay in your playlist, it stays in your body, in your memory, in your shared heartbeat. That's why building music rituals isn't just fun, it's relationship architecture. It's how couples create an emotional culture that lasts. Let's picture this with an analogy. Your couple's playlist is like the diary you don't write but feel. Every track is an entry. Your first dance at the kitchen sink, your go-to road trip anthem, the ballad that carried you through a tough season. 10 years from now, when life gets noisy, pressing play on that playlist can bring you right back to the laughter, the tears, and the trust that got you this far. Science backs this up, too. Neuroscientists say that music taps into the limbic system, the part of the brain tied to memory and emotion. That's why just a few notes from your song can bring back an entire season of love with startling clarity. Couples who build rituals with music, whether weekly slow jams, shared playlists, or bedtime hums, are literally wiring their brains for connection and resilience. So here's a proactive challenge. Don't just make a playlist. Make it a ritual. Schedule a monthly soundtrack update night. Add a new song that represents where you are right now in the relationship. Over time, you'll have a living, breathing story told through sound. Now imagine this. 20 years from now, your kids or friends ask, "What's your love story?" Instead of fumbling for words, you hit play. Your soundtrack does the talking. The highs, the lows, the healing, the laughter. That's legacy. That's love, etched in melody. And here's where we want to hear from you. Because this is more than a series. It's a community. If your love story were a soundtrack, what would the title track be? Comment below. We are eager to read your answers. So as we close this season, remember this. Your forever soundtrack isn't just about the music you hear. It's about the love you live. Curate it wisely, play it often, and let it become the heartbeat of your forever. Shout out to everyone tuning in. You're the reason this show already feels legendary. If tonight's episode moved you, don't stop here. Go back and watch every episode of Music Rituals for Mental Wellness. Date nights with healing tunes to fully experience the healing power of music in relationships. Each episode builds a layer of wisdom you don't want to miss. And trust me, what's coming in Series 2 is even bigger. While you wait, dive into all the other inspirational series right here on Wisdom Way TV. Because your next breakthrough in love, healing, and connection could be just one click away. Subscribe now to our channel and join a community of people committed to love, growth, and building relationships that truly last. Now, friends, for all your inquiries, questions, or requests, kindly reach out to us at thewisdomwaytv@gmail.com. Thank you.